Hey guys, Jim Sandrowski in the Hockey Basement again with a couple of goalie tips for updated sliders that I got, and so just wanted to go through that with you. Okay, so first things first is that we have in the past done videos on homemade sliders, kind of looking like this, using some sheet UHMW plastic that you buy off of Amazon, cut it to size, and then Velcro it on there. Some people have updated where they've done two-sided carpet tape, which holds better in cold weather. This does great with pretty much any weather that's like spring to summer, some winter, but when it gets real cold, it can get brittle and come off. So that carpet tape is what some people have been using and have had success with it. I went from this a couple years ago from making my own sliders and using them all the time. I graduated from this to the Kenesky sliders. Put them on these older pads. You can see that they are screwed in, so no issue with the Velcro or anything like that, and have had great success with these. Although they started to wear down a little bit where the deck was chewing them up a little bit. I do play on deck surface and also roller hockey surface. I play ball hockey on both of those different surfaces. And this one did pretty well on both surfaces. It is pretty much cost effective, especially, remember when you're on their sites, it is Canadian that they're showing you as far as cost goes. So if you do conversion to US dollars, if you're in the US, you can see that it's not real expensive. I think I spent 75, 80 bucks plus a little bit of shipping on these, and then installed them myself. You do have to cut the pad open to put the anchors in, and then to screw into those anchors with the screws that they give you. There is YouTube videos that Kenesky has put out to put those on. And then I went from there to my new pads, which I did stick with Bauer. I was thinking about going with Passau. I tried them on and things. And I do think, a couple guys have commented, I do think that the 12-inch pad, the wider pad, was messing with me a little bit. And so I went with another pair of Bauers, and this time the GSXs, which have been great for me. I really like the comfortability of them, and everything that I was looking for with how light they are and things like that are on this pad. Although I did put the Passau 2.0s on this. I was gonna buy the Passau 1.0s, and because they were cheaper, they were on sale because the 2.0s had come out. And then when I did put the order in, Stefan actually emailed me and said, hey, you might want to consider going to the 2.0s because they are great on any surface. And I know that some of the Kenesky and Passaus have had issues on some roller hockey surfaces when you're playing ball hockey with or roller hockey with these sliders, that they don't slide as well. These 2.0s, they are the real deal. They do slide on every surface. Now, I did buy them for, they're $199 Canadian, so you figure, about $147, I think it is, US dollars. But you can get these 2 times a year for about 50% off. Black Friday sale, as well as 4th of July, I think 40 to 50% off. So I bought these ones, and then I bought a second pair when they went on sale just to have them as a replacement and get them for a little bit cheaper. But these have been the best sliders that I've used so far. And the Keneskys are great too. I mean, you just can't go wrong with either one. But if you're playing like in maybe Tier 2, Tier 1 NBHL, if you're playing, high level in your local rec league or whatever it might be, you might want to spend the extra money and go from there. So I did go with the 2.0s. A little note, and I'll put a little video, a shorter video about what I had to do to put them in the calf block, because this calf block here for these Bauer GSXs are solid foam, and they're very much attached with the Gen Pro over top of them, and you can't separate them. So I did have to cut a little deeper, do a couple things to kind of hold it in place with needle nose pliers. But after I got, through all of my mess, hopefully I could save you a little time, where I just cut here all the way through the pad. Put I always round off the squares that they give you, or I use some of my old Kenesky ones too, the little inserts, plastic inserts, and I had to hold them in place with a needle nose plier while I drove this one in, and then did the same thing with this one. Some of these bottom ones, when you slide in that piece of plastic, it does. If you have them up like this, it holds them in place. It comes to the bottom here, holds them in place, so you can screw them in, so you don't have to use the needle nose pliers. Obviously, you can't get them in there when you're trying to put the slider in place. So just a couple little things that way, but love these. They have not come loose at all. You can actually see I did mess up when I first started, and that's why the little piece of electrical tape is there, but everything else went in perfectly. So just wanted to try to save some of you some headaches there. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. I'll try to get to them as they come in, and we'll go from there. We'll see you next time.